Hi parents, this is Carl Kohler from Atascocita Middle School. I just want to say that this year has been an absolute wonderful year. Everything from the students' behavior and the choices they're making, we're down 30, 40, 50, sometimes 70% in certain areas for behavior, so the kids are doing a fabulous job. Our grades, we've had some of our highest GPA in honor rolls since 2012, 2013. Also, when we start preparing for the STAR, we have benchmark assessments, and when we compare ourselves with other schools, oftentimes we're in the top 1, 2, even 3 schools, so it has been an absolute wonderful year. The reason for my communication with you today is about communication. What should you expect from the school with regards to contacting you, and how can you help us with communication? And also to talk about a shift that the administrative team has made in being more focused on teaching and learning and the impact that that's having on communication as well. But communication with parents is extremely important, that we want to partner with you and with your child for education. So I'm going to read to you right now, and you're going to see it on the slide, the commitments that AMS makes toward communication. So in our AMS commitments, I form partnerships with parents in their child's education. This is a commitment that we're making as a staff. I routinely communicate with parents about their child's academic progress and behavior if it interferes with instruction. I remain professional when a parent is less than respectful. I understand parent frustrations can be symptomatic of wanting their child to do well. Basically, it's extremely important that we communicate with you on a timely basis about how your child's doing. So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to continue our video by going to a classroom. Clearly, in the work of education, teaching and learning is the most important thing that we're focused on. So the administrative team, we analyzed the time that we put in because we have lots of tasks that we're expected to do. And over the summer, we realized we needed to put more time into instruction. And one of the areas we felt like we needed to grow in was to be in the classrooms a lot more. So what we decided to do is dedicate one day a week, in my case 2 days a week, where from 8:30 in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that we would be strictly in classrooms. And what we would do is we would take our radios and we would leave them in the office so there would be no interruptions. So essentially, one administrator each day is in classroom the entire day without any interruptions. Our presence, we believe, as administrators, being in the classroom, number one, leads to improved behavior, but also leads to more quality conversations with teachers about teaching and learning. Now, if we're taking one day away from all the busy things we have to do with discipline and our meetings, it requires a lot more coordination with our assistant principal secretaries and coordinating and scheduling our time. So our assistant principals and the AP assistants went to a training called the Breakthrough Coach on how to work together to become more efficient with our time, but to make sure that we're in the classrooms where teaching and learning takes place. So right now I'm sitting in the AP Counselor Suite. So in order for administrators to be in the classrooms for our classroom days, our AP assistants are critical to that success. They answer our phones, they schedule meetings, and they also screen our emails to help monitor items that need to be addressed immediately. One of the things that we do, the AP assistants, the administrators, every morning is something called a morning meeting, where they look at their entire day. We plan our entire day, the students that we need to see, the meetings that we have, parents that we need to call back, important emails that we need to respond to, important paperwork that needs to be taken care of right there. So basically, we look at the day and we say, what are our priorities, and we schedule those priorities. Number one, your child, the students, come first. Also, secondly, if there's staff we need to speak with, we address those. If there are any emergencies that we need to do, those are scheduled right away. So we schedule our day from the very beginning. So it's important for parents to know that if they come in to speak with us, our day might be completely scheduled. Now, if you have an emergency that is the safety of a child, we will address that. But if it's something that can be taken care of at the end of the day or the next day, during the morning meeting, the AP assistants and the administrators will be talking about that. So the morning meeting is critical. We want you to know that when you communicate with us, it is important and we will address it. but we'll have to schedule it based on the other needs of the students.
My expectation for the staff at AMS is that we return your emails or we return your phone calls within 48 hours. Ideally, we want to call back or email back within 24 hours. And clearly, if it is an emergency, we're going to get back to you as soon as possible. The most important thing I want you to understand is we want you to form a strong working relationship with the AP assistants and my executive assistant, Brandy Lanier, whenever you call us. Because our day is scheduled with kids and in meetings, you may not be able to reach your assistant principal or counselor when you immediately reach them. So what I'm going to do is up on the screen you're going to see the phone numbers and the contact names of the AP assistants. So you'll notice that I would like you to program these numbers into your phone. So if you're in 6th grade, your assistant is Mrs. Mavi Marquez, and she works with Mrs. Worthen and Mrs. Birch, AP and counselor respectively. If you're in 7th grade, you'll want to make sure you contact Wendy D. Good, who works with Mr. Steinke, AP, and Mrs. Goodman, the counselor. And if you're in 8th grade, you'll want to work with Miss DeAndrea Neal, who works with Mrs. George, the AP, and Mrs. Nichols, the counselor. Of course, you'll want to have in your phone Tiffany Willis, our attendance specialist, and also the first face, our receptionist when you walk in the building, and her extension is 4603. It's important that you have those numbers because if you need anything, I would like you to be the first person to contact because they are most likely going to be near their phone or near their email. What do we need from you as parents? First of all, if you do call, please leave a message. We've noticed that sometimes people call and don't leave a message, but if we don't leave a message, then we're not able to contact you back or know of your concern. Secondly, if for some reason you do not get a return call or email within 48 hours, your call and email are extremely important to me. And I'm going to ask you, if you don't hear back after 48 hours, to email me at carl.kohler@umbleisd.net or call me at 281-641-4602. Now naturally, I just want to let you know with any phone calls, if you ever call us, and we're going to ask questions such as, have you spoken with the teacher? Have you spoken with the assistant principal? If you have not, that's going to be the first logical step to take. So if you have not spoken with the teacher, the assistant principal or myself may help you get in contact with the teacher. Or if you call me and I ask, have you spoken with the assistant principal yet, or the counselor, and you say no, then we're going to help work you to communicate with them. So please know that yes, I'm willing to help you with your concerns and your needs, but if you haven't spoken with others, I believe it's important to start there first. Beginning on February 20th, Atascocita Middle School, as part of the entire district, is making a transition away from GroupWise, which was our email software, our provider, which had an email stem of umble.k12.tx.us. We're going to make the transition to Gmail with the stem at umbleisd.net. This year, no matter what stem you use, at umble.k12.tx.us or the Gmail at umbleisd.net, regardless of which email you send it to, we will be able to receive it. We just wanted to let you know we are making a transition. We will communicate that to you through our Tiger Tails, through a special email, and it'll be on our website. So the email addresses will look different for our teachers. Whether you send it to the GroupWise or email, it still should be successful. We may have some issues, but we just wanted to make that aware to you. To conclude this video on communication, I want to make these final points. First and foremost, communication between home and school is extremely important to me, and we want to make sure that we're communicating with you to meet your needs and to meet the needs of your child. Secondly, it is important for me and my administrators to be in the classroom to increase our focus on teaching and learning. So in order to do that, we've formed a stronger working relationship with our AP assistants. So we would like you to form that strong relationship with the AP assistant, to have that number, to contact them first, and they will work with the AP and the counselor to get your message and to communicate the urgency of it
appropriately. And lastly, please, if you do call us, please leave a message, just knowing that we will get back to you within 24 hours to 48 hours. If you don't hear back, please contact me and let me know, because your communication is important to me. So once again, thank you very much for watching. Bye.